the ripple effect, and gratitude. By day 85, the neighborhood felt different. It wasn't just about Ruth's shop anymore. It was about a shared heartbeat. People weren't just customers. They were neighbors again. They talked about the young man who knocked on their doors, the one who spoke not of products, but of purpose. Ethan returned to the community center to sit with Marcus one last time. They sat in the same spot where Ethan had first arrived, broken and trembling. Marcus looked at him, really looked at him, and said, "You know what changed, Ethan? You didn't just find a job. You became someone that other people believe in. No one can teach that. You built it yourself." In that silence, Ethan felt a warmth he hadn't known in years. He realized that the greatest wealth wasn't the money in his pocket, but the trust he saw in Marcus's eyes and the gratitude in Ruth's smile. He was no longer a ghost haunting the streets. He was a pillar holding them up. Day 90, beyond the deadline. On the eve of the final day, Ethan sat in his new room, watching the city lights flicker through his window. He looked at the last sheet of paper on the wall. The number 1 stared back at him. He thought about the man from day 1, the one trapped in a room with no light and no future. The distance he had traveled couldn't be measured in miles, but in decisions. Every no at a stranger's door, every 4:30 a.m. alarm, every mistake he chose to fix instead of fleeing from. When the sun rose on day 90, Ethan didn't wait for a bell to ring or a prize to be handed to him. He simply took the last piece of paper off the wall, crumpled it into his hand, and let it go. He realized that the 90-day challenge wasn't a destination. It was the foundation. The paper was gone, but the fire it had lit was now a part of his soul. He stepped out of his door, not looking back at the past, but walking firmly into a future he had earned with his own 2 hands. The struggle was real, but so was he. And his story, his real story, was only just beginning.